guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all been doing well. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you've shown the channel recently. It really does mean a lot. I'm taking a look at a lens that I've always wanted to look at, and I'm very excited. Leica has kindly sent me the 24mm f1.4 Summilux. Now, this is kind of one of those bittersweet moments in the sense of, I mean, if you've ever heard the phrase, don't meet your heroes, this is sort of it. In the sense of, I have seen a lot of people rate this lens, and I'm really looking forward to using it. One of my favourite photographers, black and white photographer, Alan Charlotte, he uses this a lot. This is probably one of his prime lenses, and I see it on him all the time, and it looks absolutely amazing. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a Summilux lens. It's probably going to be absolutely fantastic, knock everything out that I've used on the channel out the ballpark. But there's just a few things that are niggling me. And I think, rather than tell you now, we're going to have a little bit of suspense in this video, and I'm going to go and take some photos on the street and with this lens, because Leica also has kindly sent me a rather nice silver chrome M10p. So I think what better way than to test this 24mm out than with a modern, not ultra modern like the M11, but still very modern and very capable camera with the Leica M10p P. So I will also be putting it on my Leica ME as well, so don't worry CCD lovers, that will be making an appearance with black and white stuff as well. But yeah, no, so let's go and take some street photos and some various bits and pieces, see how good this Summilux is, and then in the video I will tell you a few things that probably why I'm not going to buy this lens. About the 24mm Summilux. So, I mean, as you can see by some of the photos that I've put up, this is an absolutely fantastic lens. But it does have a few quirks that you've really got to be aware of before you go out and purchase it. I think one of the weirdest ones for me, that I didn't think was going to be a problem at all, but I thought it had it, was a focus tab. So, this lens, and I believe the 21mm Summilux, both don't have focus tabs at all on the zoom ring, which for any other camera brand and lens maker isn't really an issue, because we're all used to sort of clutching the lens and basically focusing it manually that way. Go and sit down. But I think you know, the big issue for this is I'm so used to using the focus pull, on the focus tab, that I can quickly whiz up and down. Where now, with the 24, I mean, it's not that bad, you know? Like, after shooting it for like an hour, you get used to it and it's fine. But for someone who uses a focus tab on a lot of lenses, Leica lenses, and also third-party ones, having that absent kind of threw me off a bit. The other thing with a 24, which I'm sure some of you will know, but some of you might not, is that this, well, basically, the 24mm this particular one, the Summilux, was only built from 2008. And the actual 24mm only came apparent in the Leica lineup in 1998. So it's a fairly new lens in terms of, you know, Leica lens construction and focal lengths. And with that comes the issue of frame lines. You can only get a 28mm frame line. That is the widest you're going to get on any Leica rangefinder camera. And to counteract that, you've got three options. You either put the lens up to your eye and you get a 28mm frame line, and then you just have to basically sort of think everything within that 28mm frame is safe and everything extra is just basically extra. That's a really funky and kind of weird way of doing it. A lot of people do that. Not knocking it, but for me personally, I just don't kind of like that. The other way, this is a Leica M10P. So I think it was from the M240, I believe, that had the live view function. So with this, you just press the live view and you'll be able to see it there, that you can sort of see me. See if I can focus myself, actually, it's kind of funny. Let's see if I can get myself in focus. Probably not, probably a bit too wide. Oh God, you can see it right on my face. But, you know, so basically, there we are. So basically, this is how you would do it, like that. You would basically be like this now. Like I'm taking a photo of the setup right now. So you're like this. You're kind of like doing this weird sort of point and shoot sort of style to frame up your composition basically and your photo, which is fine. And I've used it on the streets, and this is kind of good because you kind of, instead of up here, you kind of look a bit more touristy. You know, when you're like, you know, you're looking at your phone, you're looking at the screen, you look like a tourist. This isn't, you're not going to be like, oh, what's this guy here lurking with this camera like this? You know, you're sort of framing stuff up, and it does look good. I have to admit, it's a good way of doing it. But for me, this seems kind of like an unintuitive way of using your Leica. So the only other way, basically, is to have an external viewfinder on the top. Now, these are incredibly expensive. I think they're called the Leica, is it Bright View, I think? And, you know, I've seen those for, you know, $500-600 second hand. Like, they're incredibly expensive. And when you're paying nearly $6,000 for this lens, so I think it's about £5,000, $6,000, that's a lot of money extra that you've got to find to be able to use it properly, in my opinion. But the images that it produces are absolutely phenomenal. And you can really see why this lens is basically like, you can't find it anywhere. It is in stock, Leica still make it, but it is a very incredible, like, hard lens to get a hold of. And yeah, so basically, this lens lives up to all of its, basically, its glory and its legendary status that a lot of people have. I know that Alan Sharla uses the 24mm for a lot of his black and white work, and the images that it produces are absolutely fantastic. They're punchy, they're contrasty, you know, they give that really ultra wide, like, in real life perspective. It is an absolutely fantastic lens, and I'm so glad that I've got to use it. And thank you to all the guys at Leica for letting me borrow it. Will I be getting one? No, I don't think so. I would be very interested to take a look at the 21 though. I've been using the TT Artisan 21 a lot, and I really, really like it for street. So I probably would love to take, I know, I would love to take a look at the Summilux 21mm 1.4. That is probably a bit more in my wheelhouse. But I will say this lens is absolutely fantastic, produces amazing results. If you can get around no focus tab and either doing a live view sort of weird composition like this, or you just do your external viewfinder, then you are going to absolutely love this lens. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that you've shown on the channel. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to get up the production quality a little bit as well for you guys, just to give something a bit back, because that subscriber number's been going up, and I really do appreciate it. But anyway, guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers, guys.